Alright everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video with Fat Phil, and in this video, I'm going to be ranking all of the Conquest characters. We're going to go from what I think to be the worst of the Conquest characters for both ships, and then the actual characters themselves. I'm going to explain why I think this. We're going to get into, some of the little underlying things that you guys might not think about for these ships, and then obviously, some of this will be just my pure opinion, so as always, guys, smash that subscribe button. This channel has been growing so rapidly. I cannot thank you guys enough for all the love and support you're showing me. And if you are new to that channel, leave a like on this video, comment down below, and we're going to get to the best part of every single video I do for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. If you guys don't know, I have a contract with literally nobody that states that I must profess my love for Wampa in every video. So as we do every day here, we're going to come in here and just talk about how much we love our Wampa. His Howling Rage and Corner Beast uniques are some of the best abilities in this game. And in Grand Arena, he is king, and in our hearts, he is king. Wampa, we love you. All right, guys, we're going to start with ships. And so the third best ship right now in Conquest just has to be the Scythe. I actually think this ship will be amazing, right? It sounds like it's going to be really good. It's going to resurge the Empire fleet. The problem I have with it is that Grand Inquisitor is a crew member, and for 99% of the player base, that is completely unobtainable right now, just with the way Inquisitors are. They're still a very new faction, so I think, unfortunately, this ship kind of is going to be a back burner for a lot of people because Grand Inquisitor is not in their roster. Hot take here, Razor Crest is actually the second best ship inside of the Conquest rewards. And this is for two reasons in particular. Outside of the Executor fleet, this ship is not that good, right? Outside of the Razor Crest fleet, this ship does not serve a solid function for most people, right? It doesn't. And you need gear on Beskar Armor Mando to get the best out of this ship, right? That even once you have it in the Executor fleet, we need relic levels on Mando or else this ship really falls apart. The TIE Interceptor is the best, even though this ship is a requirement for the Razor Crest, the TIE Interceptor, to me, serves an immediate purpose in your fleets, right? It serves an immediate purpose because it's Empire, right? So all you need is Empire and Sith with this ship, which is very easy to do in the game. And one of the biggest things is where's the ability at? Where's the unique ability? I'm trying to think which one it is. It has the, where is this at? Because I want to make sure that I give it to you guys the right way. Is it in Darth Vader's ship, maybe? I think it's like that. Hold on. So, if you have the TIE Interceptor in the, yes, here it is. So, the TIE Interceptor combined with Darth Vader's ship, right? It says at the start of battle, if all allies are Empire, Inquisitorius, or Sith, and TIE Interceptor is in reinforcements, Allied Empire capital ship cooldowns are reduced by 1, including call reinforcement. There it is. So, this ship combined with Vader's ship, you're reducing your capital ship's cooldowns. This ship, I have it, I have my pilot here, Second Sister, she is 3 stars, gear 8, and I still get that ability. So, that's why I think this ship jumps up a level, is that you can take advantage of that so early on with like a level 1 gear 1 pilot, right? Still grants that ability to Darth Vader. So that's why I think it's the best ship, is that it just is so easy to take advantage of that unique ability. All right, so now we're going to get into the characters. And so the first character here is Boba Fett, Scion, and Jango. And he is just straight booty cheeks outside of Territory Wars. It's honestly unfortunate. There's a lot of potential for this character, but inside of Territory Wars, he's definitely good. I'm not going to say he's brilliant, right? He definitely is. He's good in Territory Wars, but if you're going to be investing all the Omicrons in this character only for General Skywalker to be able to beat him on offense, what are we doing, right? Offensively, he can do some really good things, but I just think that for the investment and the time, he's not worth the same level as the rest of these Conquest characters are. So I want to make a big note here that the jump between where I'm putting Boba Fett, Scion of Jango, and Ben Solo is massive, okay? So Ben Solo, the reason we have him this low on the list, right, as what I'm considering, you know, of the other Conquest characters, why he's the lowest, just simply comes down to the fact that he's really wants Galactic Legends Rey, right? That is his primary use in the game. Not that he can't be paired with other versions of Rey, right? Because it says if there's any, you know, other versions, right? But his Omicron is where he's really, really useful, and that's while in Grand Arena if Galactic Legend Rey is in the Allied Leader slot. So there's two things here with him. Number one, he really wants Galactic Legends Rey, and he's Omicron dependent, right? He's got 3 Omicrons. So all of a sudden, you have this character who, you know, and like, again, this, you know, 2 of his Omicrons are really just calling out to Galactic Legend Rey. And then the other side here, guys, is that because he needs these Omicrons to be, you know, in Grand Arena, yes, he's going to be good in Grand Arena. Outside, he definitely loses viability. Not that he's still not useful outside of it, but he really wants Galactic Legends Rey. And so, in my opinion, that drops him down on the list. All right, next is Maul. Maul, in my opinion, has lost some of the value that he had. Not just because I think that, like, Lord Vader, obviously with the Datacron right now, Lord Vader doesn't even need Maul to be ridiculous, right? The thing with the thing with Maul, right, just regular Maul, he has a leadership ability, which I want to, like, say that, you know, making this list was really hard to pin him down, but he's got a leadership ability, which makes him so valuable, right, that by being a leadership, it, you know, gives us additional ways to use him. But here's the problem. We're going to use him as a lead, or we're going to use him inside of a Lord Vader team. And that's it, right? There's no real other uses for him. Like, there's nowhere else that he gets used besides in a Lord Vader team or with Maul Mandalorians. And if you don't have Mandalorians built, you have a Conquest character that you really can't use, right? If you don't have Mandalorians and you don't have Lord Vader, there's no way to utilize him. So that's why he's sitting in this list at number 3, right? Is that he's still brilliant, right? Once you get him, like, I love using my Maul Mandalorian team, but I had to build that team to be able to use him. All right, number 2 is Darth Malgus. The only reason he's at number 2 and not number 1 is because of the Omicrons for Grand Arena. That inside of Grand Arena, he's basically a galactic legend, right? Like, that's how good he is. But he needs multiple Omicrons to get there. He really wants to be the leader of a Sith team, right? So you're kind of losing your Darth Revan team to make a Darth Malgus team, which is fine, right? You know, but he's taking away a team that you would otherwise have used, right? So just keep that in mind. And the other thing is, you know, outside of it, he's still good, but definitely loses a lot of his viability, similar to Ben Solo, where they're both, like, really good characters outside of Grand Arena. But, you know, their best use is in Grand Arena, but they need the Omicrons. The reason he's above Ben Solo is because he doesn't need a galactic legend, right? That the Sith Empire is a much easier faction to get our hands on. So for me, Darth Malgus at number 2 here makes sense, because the Sith Empire is an easier team to get than, like, Maul Mandalorians are, right? And I think that Darth Malgus and his team perform better in Grand Arena than Maul Mandalorians. All right, and then number 1 is Commander Tano. Now, I know a bunch of people in the comments are going to be like, oh, well, Commander Tano, no, hold on. No, Phil, you're wrong. Like, you only use her with Jedi Master Kenobi. That is so false. Commander Tano has, like, 3 unbelievable tags with Unaligned Force User, Scoundrel, and Galactic Republic. So if you went for Jedi Master Kenobi or you went for Galactic Legends Rey, Commander Tano fits in that team, like, right away. Like, she goes in that team, and she, like, for Rey, right? So, like, right in here, 50% offense and critical damage. If another light side unaligned force user, Galactic Republic or Scoundrel ally is present, she gains 50% max health and defense and shares all those bonuses. So with Galactic Legends Kenobi or Rey, they're gaining all of those stats, right? Excuse me. Then, like, Scoundrel tag, right? So you think, oh, how could I use her? You could just like plug her in with like a bounty hunter team and they automatically get better, right? You can use her with Dash Rendar. I've seen a lot of people do that. You can even plug her with like Maul Mandalorians to beat Jedi Master Kenobi, right? People do that. Commander Tano deserves to be on this list because of that plug and play viability that the rest of the characters in this list do not have, right? You have to understand the reason she's number one on this list is solely because she has 3 extremely lucrative tags, right? She can go under a Padme lead, she can go under Jedi Master Kenobi, Galactic Legends Rey, a like Dash Rendar Scoundrel team, and they all get significantly better, guys. So that's why we've got Commander Tano at number 1 on this list. Hell, like you could even use her in a, Star Killer team with like for a light side on a line force user if you don't have Visas Mar, right? Like there's so many ways to use her. I could go on and on and on, but you guys are getting the picture that she is just that important and makes so many different teams that much better that like if you don't have Kenobi but you've got Rey, she's your answer, right? Because then when you get Kenobi, you can just put her in your Kenobi team and then your Rey team, you've got Resistance to fill that slot, right? So that's just, again, guys, one man's opinion. As you guys always know, my opinion with $1 can get you like an iced coffee at McDonald's or something. Like, I try to give you what I think is the best advice in the game right now. So we're going to run through this again. In ships, Scythe is the, 3rd ship on the list just because of Grand Inquisitor. Razor Crest, 2nd on the list just because outside of Executor, it's really lackluster and it needs the gear inside of the Executor. Whereas TIE Interceptor, combined with Darth Vader's unique ability here, we're automatically getting our cooldowns decreased by 1 regardless of the TIE Interceptor's gear level. And then our characters, obviously we've gone in and we've said that Boba Fett is brilliant inside of Territory War. He's good inside of Territory Wars, but outside he's just booty cheeks. Ben Solo, he needs Galactic Legends Rey, and with those Omicrons, right, it's kind of putting him a step down. With Maul, where we're running into problems, right, is that he has that leadership, but that team is not one that you just kind of stumble across, right? You have to be very, you really have to focus and make that team. And then he's either going to go inside of his team or with Lord Vader. There's no real other places for him to go. Darth Malgus is a Galactic Legend level character inside of Grand Arena, but he's dependent upon Omicrons, and he does take away your entire Sith Empire team, whereas Commander Tano just gives you options. She can go inside of Galactic Republic, Galactic Legends Rey teams, Scoundrel teams. She just has so many uses, so many tags. She's number 1 on the list. As always, guys, thank you again for watching. Wampa is king in the comments. May the Force be with you, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.